Welcome back to week 8 of marathon training, where I'm just over 1 month out from race day at the California International Marathon. Up until this point, training has been going really well. High mileage, good long runs, and great workouts. I was starting to feel legitimately confident about breaking 218 and finally grabbing a PB. But this week humbled me a bit. And with my target half marathon being less than a week away, the timing honestly couldn't have been worse. Still, I want to take you through this entire week. Every run, every workout, the good, the not so good, because that is what this series is about. Training never really follows a perfect script, and this week is a good example of what an honest training week looks like. Despite the setbacks of this week, I still managed to put together a few strong sessions and a good amount of volume, and I hope seeing the tougher parts of this process helps you as you navigate your own training, because we really are getting better together. Okay, Monday morning, we're doing a medium long run, 12 miles. With my most beautiful wife, Mika. She's in her hat season, marathon season. It's been a while, you guys, since we've done one of these. Not last week, but the week before. Started to catch a little bit of a sickness. So I've been just trying to feel normal, but like a phoenix from the ashes, I've risen and I'm ready for another big week. And so we're starting off strong with 12 miles. Mika's been feeling good, like a champ anyway. She hit 95 miles last week. She hit more miles than I hit last week. I hit 94.
Don't be fooled though. I was grinding, it didn't feel amazing, but that's what marathon training's about. Getting it done despite how you feel.
So you're calling me a wimp for taking it easy while I was feeling down under the weather.
If I would have gotten sick like Adam, I would have taken the whole week off. Still managed 90 miles with his sickness.
Yeah, I mean, I got sick over a weekend, which helped. But anyways, Monday morning, 12-mile run. Let's start this week off with a bang. With a bang. Let's go. It is a new week of marathon training. Mondays are actually my favorite because you have the entire week ahead of you. Doesn't matter what you did last week, the slate is wiped clean. You're going into next week feeling ready to try and put together the best training you've ever done. And since right now I'm narrating this after the fact, I can for sure say that those hopes and dreams were crushed after this week. But regardless, Mondays are my favorite day. I have been wanting to go up in mileage. This build, I've been anywhere from 95 to 100 miles a week, or about 170 kilometers for you metric folk. Last week, I really wanted to hit anywhere from 110 to 115. That's about 185 kilometers for you metric folk. But I got sick and was forced to take a down week and a couple of days off. But no big deal, because the plan this week is to hopefully get back into high mileage and good workouts. Okay, everyone, secret is out of the bag. I've been taking Nomeo for a little bit now. I'd started taking it in the summer and then I ran out. And so I just recently started taking it again. It's this thing that's supposed to kind of do the same thing as bicarb, but also help you recover. This is not sponsored at all, but I'll let you guys know how it goes. And I'll let you know if I see any either lactate buffering or recovery gains over the next month or so. Yeah, do a pickup, guys. I haven't worked out in a week. It's like I'm starting all over. No, it's like the first day of school again. Okay, we're doing 6 to 8 by mile. I don't know the rest and I don't know the paces. I'm assuming it's gonna be like progressive, so we'll probably start off at like a tempo pace and then we'll just work our way down from there. Probably short rest at first and then we get more rest as time goes on. So this is like first workout in a week. I will thrive today. You never really know how you're going to feel in a workout until you're right in the middle of it. But most of the time when you're in a routine and you're in the middle of a training block, 90% of the time, you're probably going to feel pretty okay. You know, maybe not amazing, but also not terrible, just somewhere in the middle. And now usually after a break in training due to sickness, it can go usually one of two ways. You can feel good because the extra rest let some pop return to your legs and helped you freshen up a bit, or you feel pretty bad. Maybe you got leftover congestion, energy levels are down, maybe your body just hasn't quite returned back to normal. So for this workout, I was interested to see in which of those two groups I'd fall in. .453 on my watch.
Feeling, we'll go with mediocre at best. Never know, like, my first time running fast is being sick, so we're just gonna take it a rep at a time. That's all that matters, rep at a time. So. Basically, I'm at the point where I'm just trying to not think about nothing. I just gotta take it one lap at a time. I at least want to get through one more.
Hey, considering how horrible you felt?
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Oh. Technically, I progressed like I wanted to. I got faster every single one, but I was digging, kicking for that, like really hard. So I'm calling it there. Good place for the body to start. I wanted it to be done, like, if I'm being honest, I wanted it to be done at like 3. Like, I just got to the point where I was like trying to go another lap. I'm racing a half marathon in like 2 weeks. I just knew that there would be a point in that race where I'm pleading with myself to go like 1 more mile on pace. And so that's what I was trying to tell myself. Like, hey, like, let's go 1 more mile on pace. You gotta negotiate with yourself, I guess.
Today was one of those days where, yeah, I just like mixed feelings about it. Obviously at first I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have done 7 like everybody else, because they just ended up doing 1 more. But in all reality, honestly, all things considered, I should be pretty happy with that. It's not the quantity I get worried about or whatever. It's more of like the, how did that feel? The first 3, which in my opinion should be like fairly doable. We did 505, 5 flat, 455, and they felt like okay, just not as good as I wanted to. First time running fast in like a week and a half. So really can't be too upset about it. I don't think it's like a fitness loss thing, obviously. I was joking about that, but I think it's more of just like my body getting back into homeostasis and just getting back into the rhythm of things. So it's time to lock in. We have a weight session today, a brand new one. So I'm gonna share it with you guys because that's what I like to do. And so you guys can take inspiration or just take the workout in and of itself. But new weight session today, and I'm doubling with Michael on his lunch break today, which means I'm running again in like 3 hours. We gotta get this weight session in. We gotta eat some food. Yeah, so let's get it.
You stay inside most of the time, but you don't seem to mind. Why don't you come outside and see what it's like? I think you'll find that the weather is nice. You go get a drink, it's not as bad as you think.
Michael, I'm vlogging today. Can you please say something to my vlog? I've been talking to them all day. I think they're tired of me.
Get out of my face. Oh, come on. It's cold, man. It's cold. But now I feel like an idiot because I was freezing this morning. And I was like, oh, it's still in the 40s, so I put socks in my hand.
Yeah, it's crazy. Me and Hobbs are in shorts right now, no gloves. No, you're not an idiot, bro. We love you. How's it going? Okay, hey, what's up, guys? We're here. It's the middle of the week. We're just getting our mileage in. And one thing about me is I'm always happy, never tired. I always feel good. And normally what I like to do to start out my days is I like to do a little bit of mantras, you know, a little bit of self-love mantra to get me out the door feeling good and happy. So I'm gonna do those real quick and I will be right with you guys.
I can hear it.
Let's go run. Let's go run.
So as I said earlier in the video, I wanted to hit higher mileage this week, but I did find myself in a little bit of a predicament because I was thinking maybe I'd hit a new mileage record for the week, but also I do race at the end of next week and didn't want to feel too tired. So my solution to this was to front load this week. So that way Friday and Saturday I could run less than I normally do, take Sunday off, and then continue the taper going into the next week. So by the time I finished my easy mileage on Wednesday, I was at 58 miles or so, or 93 kilometers, on pace to hopefully hit at least 110. And I thought this was a smart idea until my Thursday workout. Absolutely devastated by this. It's supposed to be It's supposed to be 34, or it's supposed to be 40 this morning. Now it's 34. And guess what? It gets colder as the morning goes on. And you know what, guys? Ain't that just life, right? It gets harder before it gets easier. It's always the darkest before the dawn. So we'll be all right, but devastated with how cold it is. 4 mile, 3 mile, 2 mile, 1 mile was the workout today. Starting at marathon pace and slowly getting faster. A huge workout. One that if completed correctly, then all your running dreams will come true. Not actually, but that was my mindset going into this workout, which in hindsight probably wasn't the best, but every workout I go into, I do want to crush, even though I know I don't need to. But regardless, it was a big workout today.
Whatever, we gotta go. We're already at
All right.
5.5 minutes.
Yeah, give us a 10.
Unfortunately, it was not very long into this workout that I realized that today was going to be really, really hard. That is the problem with these long workouts. If you start to suffer early, you're suffering for a really, really long time. And I guess you could say the same thing about the marathon. It was about halfway through the 3 mile rep. I wasn't sure if I should call it a day. Obviously, the body was still tired, or if I should just keep trudging along.
It feels so hard today.
Yeah, I think I might be done. I'm not kidding. Like, okay, this workout is really hard. I don't know. Michael says he's not feeling that great either, but I've just been like slowly dying every rep. So I'm going to try this 2 mile rep at way slower than what I wanted to, but I'm still gonna have a good attitude about it, and we'll just see what happens. That's what we're gonna do.
The best marathoners in the world are all pros at dying gracefully, is what I like to call it. I guarantee that the majority of these elites in these marathons feel like death the last 6 or so miles of their race. And most of the time, you're just looking at their pace, you never know it. I have this bad habit of falling off a cliff in a marathon. One moment, I'm running 5 teens, and the next I'm running 7-minute pace, 8-minute pace, 9-minute pace, which is a physical thing, but I also think there's a huge mental component as well. So basically what I'm trying to say is I was off pace, which happens, not a big deal, and I just decided to stay in and try my best to die gracefully and try and run the correct effort.
Yeah, everything freaking hurts. Dude, it's like, I know what it is. It's the government shutdown. The satellites aren't working, so my GPS is 20 seconds off. They shut down the satellites, bro. Challenging day, to say the least. But you know what? We got it in. We got the volume. Much slower than what I wanted to, but it's cold. I was sick recently, so you know what? I'm not too beat up about it. Have a race next week, so in like 10 days. I'm hoping I feel better by then. I'm sure I will. Ladies and gents, look who I found. Nika Rivera Wood.
Cool.
I don't want to take all the workout magic for you, so I left all of it to you. I left all of it to you.
We didn't even sync it up, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Your workout was a big volume workout.
It was. We got it done, to say the least.
Yes.
What do you have to? You got a big volume workout, 2x4 mile.
Yeah. So, but chill tempo pace, whatever that means. How was the workout?
Welcome to the debrief, guys, because we need to debrief that. First off, that workout and everything around it, that is what my flag football coach would have called a character building day. What do I mean by that? Anytime it was raining outside or stormy or just not good conditions, you know, too hot, too cold, whatever, he would call it a character building day. That's what that workout was. Post workout, Mika has been telling me lately I'm a drama king.
He's a diva, guys.
Yeah, I'm a diva. You guys know me.
You might be more diva than I am.
No, that's impossible.
Put in the comments, what do you think? Is Adam or Mika most diva?
Yeah, it's just hard, you know, when you're out there, you're running hard, it's like early, it's dark, you're on the side of the road, and it's easy to get frustrated. And I was like, dude, what am I doing out here? But at the end of the day, you guys, that was a character building day. So what do I need to let that do? I need to let that build my character and not break my character down. So here's my problem. It's when you build up workouts, sorry, now we're really yapping, but it's when you build up workouts to be bigger than they actually need to be. I wanted this workout to go really well because I was like, this is my last big one before my half marathon.
You wanted like an ego boost.
Yeah, I wanted an ego boost. I wanted a confidence booster. And so when I got into the middle of the workout, I'm falling off pace. I wanted an ego boost. I didn't get an ego boost. And so you know what, that's okay, because who cares, so.
Period.
So Michael, for kicks and giggles, let's talk about our social security numbers.
Sure. 778-3242-3600.
Is that your social security number? I'm recording our entire conversation with my glasses.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
You're trying to get
Yeah. Okay, mile 11.67. Wow, look at that. Okay. So you're taking another gel. Okay, 1 mile pickup around 5 flat, right? We'll see. We'll go off effort. Okay, let's go. I'm just not gonna look at my pace. 457. Good job, man. Yeah, it was good. It was nice only having to do 1 mile and not not 2 or 3 like I normally do. Wait, okay, hold on. I'm speaking to YouTube right now. Okay, YouTube, I thought I was being a dog this weekend, hitting some high mileage. Michael, what's your weekly mileage at after this run?
Am I actually on camera? I don't even...
You are, you're on camera, bro.
Okay, cool. After this run, 123, maybe 124.
Oh man, my guy. I'm still playing in the minor leagues. One day I'll work up to being as good as you. Yeah, over 200 grams of carbs.
You are so obsessed with
Over 200 grams of carbs, almost 900 calories during this 2-hour time, Michael. Yeah, you may have gone 120, whatever, but I out-carbed you today.
Well, let's just put it this way. CIM, we cross the line, and we go back. And what's going to be more impressive when you say, oh, congrats, what'd you run, 214? Or, oh, congrats, I put down 250 grams of carbs during that run.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll see if it works.
I think it'll for sure help.
Yeah. Well, I do think that's something that a lot of us underdo.
Yeah.
It's just carb intake in general. So.
Yeah.
Post long run debrief here. We both went much shorter than what we normally did. I did 18, Mika did 16. So yeah, we got a half marathon next week. So but I also just decided, I was like, okay, obviously for me, the body's still a little tired from the sickness. So I'm just gonna taper up a little bit so I can actually feel good on race day. I've been really locked in with my fueling. And you know what, I was just telling Mika this the other day, but 205 grams of carbs is about it's over 800 calories. It's 800-ish calories. And clearly, obviously I burned more than that during the run, but I was thinking, if you don't fuel during your long runs, I would be 800 more calories deeper into the hole if I didn't do that. And I think that's why I'm coming off these long runs so much better and just feeling better, is because I'm in less of a hole than what I would be. How was your long run today?
It was good. Long runs for me, it's funny because I think people see them as a really important part of marathon training, and they are. For the training I do, the really important days are throughout the week, so I get to the long run, it's really just capping off a good week of training. Just trying to get the mileage in, time on feet, and get ready for my half. That's next week. So
She's a smart cookie. So yeah. We are at the end of today's video. By the time you see this, I'll probably be maybe 4 or 5 weeks away from the marathon. The sickness really threw me back in terms of content posting, so I am sorry for that. At this point, I have a week until my next race, my next half marathon. Probably by the time you see this, it'll either be the day before or the day of the race. I don't know when this is gonna drop. I'm gonna try my hardest to get it out to you guys. I really do think that this week was a good example of just the highs and lows of marathon training. A few weeks ago, I posted a week of my training. It was some of the best training I've done in a while. And now, a few weeks later, this week, I posted a week week of my training, and it was still great. Do not get me wrong, still a great week of training, but it was much harder for me to get it in. It was much harder for me to hit the paces that I wanted to, just feel good in general. And I think these 2 weeks definitely contrast like marathon training in and of itself. Marathon training and just training for everything isn't just like A+ weeks. It's honestly full of a lot of other weeks where you're just like trying to get by and trying to get it in, and that is perfectly okay. Something I've been trying to do, not just with running, but with TikTok, with how I live my life, is not to get so caught up in like the number of things, because I think a lot of times when you do get caught up, it takes you completely out of what you're trying to do. Social media is a big example of this and a big part of my life. I post a lot about it. When I get so focused on, okay, which videos did good, which videos did bad, which one had a lot of retention, which ones didn't, when I get really caught up into that, I notice that I create a lot less, and I don't do it as freely, and I don't feel like I get to be myself in some of the videos that I post because I'm too caught up in it. Same thing goes to running, not just in training, but I think in racing as well. When I get so caught up in the pacing and how I'm feeling and the numbers and the mileage and the taper and all those things, honestly, it takes me out of the moment, doesn't help me get into that flow state, and really I just think you just end up being focused on the wrong things when it is time to perform. This is a lot easier said than done because a lot of runners are neurotic. They love to, you know, hit their weekly mileage. They love to hit the perfect workouts and the splits and whatever. But I do think being able to let go of that, especially when it comes to a race, and just say, you know what, F this, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna stick my nose in it and I'm not gonna worry about all that. I think if you can do that, I think you'll be a very successful runner. It's something that I struggle to do, if I'm being honest. I think I personally do this because I don't want to fail at whatever I'm doing. But something that I've learned over the years as a guy who failed a lot recently is that failure, first of all, never as bad as you think it is. And second of all, not only is it okay to fail, but honestly you should want to, because that means you've tried. The thing that got me posting on YouTube, on TikTok, and all those things when I was afraid to is make it exist first, and then you can make it perfect second. I think a lot of people try and focus on having the most perfect marathon build, the most perfect mileage, the most perfect YouTube video or content. And to be honest, they get stuck and they don't do anything because they're trying to make it perfect. And so that's why if you just go and make it exist, you just go do the best you can in training, you go do the best you can in making content or whatever you're trying to do, just get it out into the world, and then you can focus on making it perfect second. That just gets rid of the fear. Make it exist, and you can worry about getting better at it later. Just get it in, get it done. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of just like talking about a lot of things. So that being said, I want to say thank you for watching this video. Leave me a comment down below. We are getting to the end of marathon season. Chicago, New York, we got CIM, Valencia, whatever. We're getting to the end of this season. So let me know what marathons or races you have coming up, or let me know how you did in this season's marathon. I believe we are at like 95 to 96,000 subscribers. I would love to get us to 100,000 by the end of the year. I can't do it without you. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date. By the time this is posted, I will be 4 weeks away from the marathon. And that's just 2 more weeks of hard training plus a taper. So subscribe to stay up to date to that. Again, thank you for watching. This, I believe, is episode 7 of the Better Together series. I'll see you guys next week.